fancy intro music. Yeah! Woo!
Enough is enough, Star Trek Fleet Command. We've gone a few days, we've given them time, and it simply keeps getting worse. Why don't we just have the same problem? This year has been mostly good. This is Nice Rev. Nice Rev says, yes, content features have been mostly nice in 2022. But what's not been good? Event running. It's been chaotic, it's been inconsistent, and it's just been plain not working. And it's little things, like silly things. Look at this right behind me. You see above my shoulder? Apex. Now, do you know the date of this video? Yeah, this is May 31st. Anybody know the date? Well, I just told you, so you should. Now, if you remember in the announcement, we were so happy. Communication! Here is the list of the events running for the next 2 weeks. You get to see Cosmic Cleanup and Apex, and it runs June 1st, but then it's May 31st. Oh, wait, the pain doesn't stop there. It's 2 days. Excuse me, what? Hold on, look at this. Our good friends over at STFC.space, thank you, Ripper, for detailing all of this and having this stored. Apex, earlier the past year, is a 3-day event. Why is it 1 day short? It makes no sense. There's no logical basis for this. It's just ridiculous. It's just, dare I say, lazy. How do you not just proofread and check the stuff coming up? How do you not see it's a 2-day event? This is never a 2-day event. It's 3 days. And even if it's supposed to be suddenly a 2-day Apex event, we're still going to be a day short coming on the next arc next week. So what are we going to do in the fill-in days? Just put something random in there? Like, oh, cool. Y'all have a good time. This is the type of, I'm really trying to watch my words here. This is the type of strategy and rollout that makes players so frustrated. We had about a 2-month period where literally every day an event came out. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, my time. There was an event with scoring, or there was an event with the rollout itself, where the events wouldn't show up. And we had finally seemed to have gotten past that, but apparently not. And look, 2022 has had some good features. I guess we should give them credit. There have been some good bug fixes, there have been some good features. Stability in the game has gotten better, but what's gotten way worse? Rolling out events. And if anything should be good, it's events that are basically copy and paste. No offense to the dev team, but we've already been doing this. This is not new. This is not like we came up with some brand new stinking event that we've never run before. Would you like an example? I assume everybody here would like an example. Rev brings examples, okay? So let's take it, for example, the blackmail event. Ready? Here it is right there. You see blackmail? Cool. We've never had that name before, but what is blackmail? Well, it's duty shifts. It's literally duty shifts from back in April. That's all. All we did was change the rewards internally. And once again, we can do a side-by-side thanks to STFC.space because we record everything you do because of things like this, Scopely. Like we have to show you like it's copy pasta. So when we're taking events and we're simply duplicating them, changing them up slightly, we should not be having rollout issues. Now, I know the example I just brought up, blackmail has not had real big issues. It's just a faction hostile, and this one's actually worked well, but I'm simply pointing it out that we have copy pasta. Example, For the Greater Good, the AMS, is based off Crucible of War. We run this between every arc. We're used to it. We've had Crucible of War for a long time. We know what to expect. We know what it looks like. This was incompletable for a lot of alliances for a couple of reasons. One, this was supposed to run for 4 days. Well, they shortened it to 3. What does that do? I'll tell you exactly what that does. When you have SMSs that are supposed to run to give you the scoring and you remove that ability, now you just made it to where the milestones are too hard. And they had to adjust this twice. Here's why that's important. Because if they never would have shortened it to a 3-day event, there would have been no adjustments needed. Why does Rev say that? Because look, like Crucible of War, you got points for collecting tokens. Now in Crucible of War, you get points for silver trophies, which people spend money on, or gold trophies, which you can earn every day by completing an SMS, thus allowing you an alliance of decent size to win and have no real issue. Now, they're gonna be like, well, we had an active below deck ability, so hunting hostiles help with point scoring. Sure, if it lasted 4 days. But when it lasted 3 days, the milestones become ridiculous. Now, for anybody watching this and saying, well, Rev, your alliance finished. I'm in the rank 1 alliance on server 20, one of the highest level, highest spending servers in the game. That does not mean that other servers couldn't complete, but that using this as a barometer is bad because we obviously want all alliances to be able to have a reasonable attempt at finishing this. Now that 10-person alliance is like that hardcore friend group that've been playing games since they were 20 and they're in their 50s now. Okay, maybe they're not expected to complete Crucible of War, but if you've got just a standard 50-person alliance, you expect completion. This was extremely difficult, and they had to make multiple adjustments. They lowered the milestones as well as adjusting the point scoring to try to make up for that when all they had to do was let it run for 4 days. Rev and the Pitchforks out today.
Pitchforks! You can't be an angry mob without pitchforks!
Rev and the Pitchforks out today. Whoo, my goodness. And it's not just me, by the way. And DJ is not happy. DJ got so frustrated. And I wish I could show y'all some of the chats that he just straight up like, yo, I'm not dealing with it today. He stepped back like, I'm going to just go work with my customers at my day job. And I'm ignoring this because it's so freaking annoying. It's so freaking bad. And I'm still waiting on feedback because I reached out to them about the Syndicate advancement and I pointed this out. And DJ came in this morning and was like saying the same thing. When we run Syndicate events, one, where's the announcement? But two, this is incompletable. And this was a big sticking point for me because unless it says heroic, SLB, Kobayashi Maru, an SMS should be completable by every player in the allotted time. If you do the required task, you should be able to complete it in the allotted time. This is a 3-day event. We now have 47 hours left as of when I recorded this video. It will be impossible for me to finish this event by just collecting Syndicate XP. I will collect and get, you see, I got 2,500. I collected my first. I will get 7,500 points out of a needed 11,000. I will fall short without spending multi-phasic credits. Now, the reason we were able to complete this before is the event was either longer or we had things like event store options to turn in, or we had, battle pass would pay out Syndicate XP. So that lifted us up and allowed us to complete it as a free-to-play option. Every SMS that is listed as a regular SMS should be completable by free-to-play players and all players in this game without needing to do anything else. Not spending $20, not going over here and doing this, not asking a content creator to fix the events. Just make it normal. The math is not difficult, everybody. We know what Syndicate pays out. We know what the average player is at Syndicate level wise. I'm at Syndicate level 12, by the way. You know what they should be at. You know what should be completable. The math is not difficult. Here's how I know the math is not difficult. Because content creators like me, especially Ultimate DJ, especially Ripper, already do it in their free time. They have day jobs and they have it already done. This should not be difficult. This is the problem that has made so many of us frustrated because I like saying nice things. I like doing nice things. I like being able to go and say, yo, this is a good event. Here's why. Because at the end of the day, what makes this so annoying for me is not that they screwed up, me and DJ's Saturday video explaining what the schedule was. It's not that, I've had to spend most of my past 3 days going to them with issues on events because y'all couldn't complete them, or they ruined a SLB because they launched an SLB as an XSLB and then they had to shut the SLB down and relaunch it. They copy and pasted instead of just setting it up right and proofreading their work. What really irritates me is that these events are actually great payouts for the players. And what I mean by that, let me bring up Blackmail's the SMS. Look at the payout here. Now, this is me, and I can show you the payouts for every level range, but this is fantastic payouts. Like, this is good. Like, this is what you want as a player. You want to see this. This is economy progression. This is allowing players to work and progress. Look at buffer time. Buffer time is a fantastic infusion of resources into the game. That's not the only one. Here, let's scroll. Chumming was huge. It's like having the, remember when we had the red alarm event? I mean, the payouts, I mean, it's not that good, but it's like when we had those nice ticket events. I mean, these are good payouts, and I can show you the range from other levels if you're interested. All you gotta do is drop in the comment section down below. But this is wild. This is just, I don't know what to say, y'all. I mean, this is really a Pitchforks and Torches video. This is the type of, I'm really trying to be very kind with my words. I promised all of y'all that I would try to be more even keel, more calm, but it's very difficult. How do you not just want to get in their faces and say, what the hell are you doing? This is basic stuff. It's a weekend holiday event. It's not an entire arc. We didn't say design a tent pole and come out with a great rollout. It's literally 3 days of mostly stuff we've already freaking done.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Okay. I should probably stop now. But do you get where I'm coming from? There's the data in front of you guys. I've done it for you. You don't have to go look up what was it a week ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. Here it is. All of their responses, all the work they had to do, all the extra work they had to do to fix things, when all they had to do was proofread, make sure it was ready to go, and run it out right. Yeah, that's why Rev's frustrated. That's why all the content creators are frustrated. That's why the official moderators are frustrated. Some things that should be so simple are made so difficult. Anyway, live long and prosper, everybody. Stay safe, brother Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Your feedback does matter. And every now and then, I guess we're just going to have to keep doing these torches and pitchfork videos. Oh well.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.